Hey everyone, what's going on? Oh, what happened to Bitcoin, dude? I like that 37.5 call out from yesterday? Suck it, people who don't watch. That was pretty crazy call out yesterday. Another good one. Another one in the book. Hey, what's up, D-Stab? Morning, Cure. I'm gonna catch up on chat, have my coffee, get into charts. It happened at 1 in the morning for me, so I didn't take the trade, but still nice to be right. Waited all day for that trade, went to sleep, it hit. What do you do, you know? I trade 100x only, so I can't really just walk away from that kind of thing. Morning, buddy. Morning, Coin. Baby's crying. The shirt is fire. The TA shirt. I love the TA shirt, dude. You can leverage trade anywhere. Options is like leverage if you want to do leverage trading. Options is like leverage because you can buy the stocks at different prices. So Animal Crossing lo-fi, dude. That sounds hype. Oh, that's not gonna be royalty free though. Man, why do you have to tell me such great things? I love Animal Crossing. Binance ever suspended me? No. Amp delivered solidly. Nice, man. Good one, man. Yeah, I said 37.5 on the stream yesterday, so nailed it to the cent. To the cent. I just didn't get to take it because it was 1 a.m. in the morning for me. But yeah, that's what we talked about yesterday. I'll stream 37.5. No, happened when I was sleeping. Couldn't find it anywhere in the chart. Yeah, bubble exists. Mind sharing? Nope, don't share. I play in the sandbox. I don't share my toys, dude. Sorry, man. I'll answer nothing. I'll just say it's stuff I haven't released yet, so. This is what we marked yesterday. I share nothing. You're cracked. I'm way too cracked, dude. I'm out of my mind, man. What do you want from me? Space Ambient, royalty free, sure, man. That's insane, dude. Kudos. Thanks, man. Normal stuff. We do this kind of almost daily, so off to the moon now. Easy lemon squeezy. RSI, MACD. Yeah, dude. So I'll just say it wasn't anything I've taught in the courses yet. So if you guys have watched my courses, are asking me questions about where I found that level, it's not in the courses yet. Remember, not everything I know is taught. Not yet, anyways. I grow big enough, maybe one day I'll share it all. But for now, we got butterfly effect coming out slowly. And that's what we got. It doesn't matter if there's a 1 minute hold there. 1 minute hold is not enough to make the move happen. My juiced up. Like I had a juicer this morning. That's what you mean in my juiced up. It was blueberries and flax with yogurt and protein powder. So in a technical sense, I'm definitely juiced up, man. I do not accept stablecoin for patron payments. I juice every morning, dude. I take my juices every morning as my breakfast. It's always like either blueberry, raspberries. Potential trade on stream. Trade happened already, man. 37.5 from yesterday's call out. I was sleeping when it happened. I'm in some stock trades right now though. Maybe I'll look at those. See what happens with Bitcoin over the course of a day. Trade's gone though. Trade's gone. Could possibly look for a short, but it'd be kind of dangerous to start shorting now. Whatever patron accepts is what I accept. So if you go to patron and you see what they accept, that's what I accept. It is PayPal and credit card only. Whatever PayPal accepts. Woke up seeing that like, well, thanks, Yazzie. Thanks, Yazzie. Are we in an accumulation cycle? I don't know about that. I don't think you can be in a cycle right now. I think your accumulation cycle happened way back here. Accumulation cycles happen down in here. Now you're just kind of like put this as simply as I can. Don't have to like go deep. Now you're kind of just in part of the move up. Maybe. I don't know. I guess we're gonna see. Everybody always wants to know, like, how do you do this? It's like I haven't taught this stuff yet. I'd love to answer all these questions in depth, but you know, I leave that stuff for the patron groups. I'll talk about it tonight in the patron group, probably. In the patron butterfly tier group. Tonight's gonna be a crazy night for the patron butterfly tier. We're in consolidation, yes. Can't wait to cold press. So I just bought a Vitamix. Like it's like a $900 blender. It's really nice. I'm really happy I bought it. The smoothies it makes are just crazy. It's like drinking avocado juice straight out. Damn, dude, your Wi-Fi was out and you couldn't take the trade. That sucks, man. Juicing and smoothies. So I just do smoothies. I call that juicing because juicing is something different. I just call that juice smoothie juice. Famously sharing your socials. Good, dude. Share away, man. I need to grow so I can keep making material and content. The more I grow, And the faster I grow, the faster you guys will see Butterfly Effect 2 come out. So, like, yeah, I mean, good. What, I don't even know what the title is. What is the title? Gotta reload the stream to see the title. Hold on. What did I put as a title today? Did I not change the title? I swear I changed the title, dude. Apparently the title didn't change. God damn it, dude. Yeah, I was watching Nabriva. Nabriva's moving up. It's good. I took a trade on Nabriva, so I'm happy to see it's up like 15%. I did. I got a lot of sleep last night. Actually, I'm feeling really good. So people were recommending me watch a podcast yesterday. Huberman podcast with, I think the guy's name is Martin Walker. I think that's his name, Martin Walker. Is that right? Matthew Walker, Martin Walker, something like that. Anyways, I watched the first half of it, hour and a half. It's really long and it's really dry, so it's very hard to, you know, do a full 3-hour stint. So I'm breaking it up. It's really, really dry, but it was good. It's good and it's very informational. I can't say I've learned a lot yet, but it's just a nice podcast talking about a really important topic. So I got through an hour and a half yesterday, and I'm gonna get through the rest today. It's a lot of stuff I already know about sleep, but it's kind of good. The topic is sleep. What's the actual official name of it? Called the Huberman Project or something like that? Oh boy, I can't even remember what it's called. What do you think about weed? I don't know. I just like this podcast, so I don't watch a lot of podcasts. I like this one because it's by a neuroscientist, like neurological scientist. I'm gonna find the name of the podcast. 1 second. Okay, on Andrew Huberman's YouTube page. So he's professor of neurobiology. The science and practice of perfecting your sleep. That's what it's called. So like it's a lot of stuff that I know already, but it's just kind of nice to hear it all talked about in one place, I suppose. And I did learn something about caffeine from it. That caffeine suppresses adenesis, which is how you say it? Adenesis? Adenesis? Is that right? Adenesis? I don't remember. Anyways, it was cool because it's like caffeine suppresses adenesis, and adenesis is that crash factor that we have. So like if an energy drink or a pre-workout or coffee, that crash factor is adenesis, and coffee just suppresses it. So that was neat to figure that out. And it was neat to like I didn't know. Okay, so actually one really good thing that I learned, I didn't know that you're not supposed to drink coffee 10 hours before you go to bed. I thought maybe 4 hours, 5 hours. Yeah, like okay, 4 or 5 hours, crazy. That's fine. I can do that. But 10 hours, I didn't realize you're not supposed to drink coffee 10 hours before you go to sleep. Caffeine's shelf life is around 6 hours. Apparently it's 10. So there's what's called the half-life, which is 6 hours, but you're actually not supposed to drink it 10 hours before sleep if you want it to not mess up your sleep cycles. Yeah, you sleep in 90-minute cycles. I thought it was 6. I thought it was like, that's what I've always heard, like, oh, half-life, right? They call it half-life or quarter life. Half-life in coffee is 6 hours. Apparently, you're not supposed to drink coffee 10 hours before you go to sleep. So I tried that last night. I feel really good. I didn't have any coffee after like noon. I was dead all night, but like I feel amazing today. I can say I can definitely see like an overnight effect. Maybe that's just because I'm coming off like a caffeine bender, but I wasn't like, I have 2 cups of coffee a day. It's not like I'm on a caffeine bender, but one of those cups of coffee is roughly around 5 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m. I definitely feel way more rested. Could just be psychological because I think I feel more rested because I think I did something different. So now my brain's like, oh, you're better. Like, no. So it could just be psychological. I don't think so, but you know, you gotta always keep that in mind. I swear I changed that stream title. I didn't. Crazy, crazy, crazy. It is a good, like, I feel like I've only watched the first hour and 30 minutes out of 3 hours. I feel like all the good stuff's about to come. I kind of feel like a lot of it is build up to helping people understand the importance of sleeping. Caffeine ages you. It can. I think everybody's different in that aspect. I think caffeine can definitely help in aging you, but I think for the most part, when they do these studies on caffeine aging people, their lifestyle is the main driver of that. And then I don't think caffeine specifically ages people, but I think caffeine and having all that extra energy in your body while living a very specific lifestyle, high stress, high caffeine, I think it's like an accelerant. Caffeine by itself, my take on it is that caffeine by itself can't really age you that much. Drink 6 cups of coffee a day, this may be different. But if you're drinking like 2 cups of coffee a day and it's not acting as an accelerant to other existing life problems, I think caffeine's fine and that it won't age you. Like, I'm a good example of that. I haven't drank caffeine all my life. I look like I'm 20. So like people are like, oh dude, you're like 23, 24. I'm like, no, I'm almost 40 actually. But like, I don't know. I think for most people, caffeine will age them like crazy because of that, because they have all these other life factors that are going on. And then it raises your dopamine levels, it raises your anxiety, it raises your blood pressure. So then it's like an accelerant to like pre-existing problems of other types, right? As someone that studied, grinded, drank lots of coffee, do you believe all they spoke about affected you throughout the years? So what do you mean by that, Yazi? I don't know if I understand this question. When you say they spoke about, which topics are we talking about? Do you mean what they're saying about coffee had an effect on me? I'm not sure if I understand this. All they spoke about affected you throughout the years. So retroactively looking back and seeing, oh, coffee did this, coffee did that. Do I think it had a negative effect throughout the years? Like, I don't think caffeine by itself can age you. Like, I don't think it has any properties that are proven to age people. I just think it's an accelerant to other existing problems. So I think it's probably one of the biggest factors when it comes to aging. When the during the week videos come. How did that vote go, by the way? Let's check. Quickly toss over to Patreon. How did that vote go? No, we're getting close to our next goal. If we hit our next goal on Patreon, we're gonna be releasing Butterfly Effect 2 a lot faster if we hit our next goal on Patreon. It might happen. Butterfly Effect 2 will be being released if we hit our next goal on Patreon. That's a scary thought. Holy shit, share all my secrets. Well, not all. That definitely wouldn't be all of them, but that's the next one. Oh, additional bonus weekly uploads. Did you guys slaughter that vote? It's like definitely have to. Okay, so next week we start midweek uploads. Okay. All right. Kind of like borrowed time. Caffeine can affect your sleep, so that's improper sleep is what ages. So that I can understand for sure. I don't know if I've tried Che. Is that how you say it, Chud? Che tea? I don't know if I've ever tried that. Everyone double subscribe. I think the interactive quizzes help immensely. Dansiak. I think they help immensely. We smoke coffee. How does BE1 compare to BE2? Well, BE2 is like unreleased knowledge, so nobody knows yet. I'm planning on doing it monthly. Maybe we'll see. I'm gonna play it by ear. I've got so much going on right now. It's crazy. So I'm just trying to get ahead of it. I'm just working through every single day to catch up, to get to a point where I can stream more during the days. Because I would really like to increase my streaming hours, but it's impossible right now with how busy my schedule is. You guys are seeing major overhauls on YouTube. You guys are seeing new content coming out, podcasts. Tiers are changing. Yeah, I mean, there's just like an influx of things coming. I got things going on behind the scenes that nobody even knows about yet. I'm working with different companies to do different things for the community, to release different types of benefits. Like I've got so much going on. So how often to do the podcast? I would love to say monthly. I really wanted to vote to see what the most important thing people were thinking about next was, and people want more content, which I figure that might be the one that won, but I still needed to hear people's opinions. I think having a midweek content release helps people engage more, because I do feel like now that I've done the weekend only schedule, so it used to be like I was doing one video a day, and that was like burnout central. I couldn't keep that up. Plus, I don't really think it was beneficial. Viewership was down. People were kind of just unable to meet the premieres. So we moved it to all weekends, which I like. I like the all weekend premieres. One second. Excuse me. So I like the all weekend premieres, but now there's kind of like a little bit of a lux. Like once every 6 days is kind of feels a little too long for people to wait, especially when it comes to learning material. So now I think adding that, one lesson in the middle of the week, I think is really smart. I really like that. It also opens up opportunities to release different types of content in the future. So I do like starting to segment in the middle of the week release. Okay. Yeah, we're going to like, okay, I won't say. Oh, I almost slipped up there and talked about it. We're going in and around here somewhere by the looks of it. I'm not gonna say where yet. Maybe a little later in the stream. Yeah, so I think getting into the midweek releases is pretty good. I like that. Good idea to long 38.8. God, no. The long exists down here. After that, you should not be longing, in my opinion. And I'm 100x trader, so. Drinking coffee all day, not sleeping a lot. Do you think that had any negative effects on you? No, I don't know. Maybe long term it might have, but none that I can see. None that I see present. I think if it had any effects on me, it would have been present. I think maybe if I had a different life that was filled with more stress, it would have had effects on me, but I don't feel like it did on me specifically. All week premieres, yeah. There used to be one video a day. For a few months there was, yeah. No, that's not what fueled the move on BTC Candy Floss. The weekend premieres aren't going anywhere. I love the weekend premieres. So that's going to be the main delivery of content is the weekend premieres, but I think releasing a video midweek is really good. Small upgrades over time. Doing small upgrades consistently deters them. Yeah, that's true. I do agree with that. WD. But it also opens up different types of content that I can release in the week. So who's to say it has to be Blueprint or Butterfly Effect, right? I have not looked into it more, Kira. Sure, man. I haven't checked my Patreon yet today. I sometimes do that before stream. Today I was working on what was I working on today? I was working on translations today, so I haven't had a chance to check. I check my Patreon daily, but I just haven't had a chance to check yet. I'll check it later. Yeah, what are we doing? Go to commodities. So I don't think I'm gonna get a ton of new viewers, Dan, on the thumbnails because the metric push is already gone on it. Like the analytical push on the thumbnails is gone. It's like IG or TikTok, right? Like the algo works as when you first release it, it sends it out to a certain amount of people to test it over 1 hour, see if those people who are interested in that category like it. If they watch the video and have good view times, then it'll send it out to more people. If more people like it, it'll keep spreading it. So until it ends up going trending, right? Like so the algorithm works when you first release it. Thumbnails will do very little for viewership, and I know that. However, I think it's still a good thing to do because it helps my audience because I don't really care about juicing the algorithm. Like you could get very successful on YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff if you just understand the way the algorithm works and you just play to the algorithm strengths. Like there's very specific ways. Like you can engineer success on those platforms, but it depends what your ethos is, I suppose. It depends what you want to accomplish. Because just trying to engineer success, it can be done. Like TikTok's a good example of that. You guys go on TikTok, you look at videos, there's like rules. There's the 15-second rule, there's a 30-second rule, there's a 1-minute rule. If somebody stays on your video for more than 15 seconds, it's going to increase the algorithmic reach, right? If they stay for 30 seconds, what happens is it actually increases the time that it'll get that reach out. So if you hit 15 seconds, it's kind of like this. You have 3 blocks. You have 15, oops. You have 15 seconds, 30, and you have 60 seconds. If people are watching your video for this, it's going to send it out to more people, right? Right, and out of those people, if they do 15 seconds or more, it's going to continuously reach it out, right? And so this arrow here is like whatever, 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes. If they stay for 30 seconds, this stays the same, but the length is longer. right? So it still goes out to whatever 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new people, and each of those 5 new people, but the length that it sends to those people goes longer. And then same with 60 minutes, if you or 60 seconds. If somebody's watching it for 60 seconds, the length is even longer. So this just goes longer lengths and longer lengths. Like, you can engineer this kind of result if you want. That's why when you look at TikTok videos, there's like a huge push. It's so stupid, dude. Like, anytime you see a video, it's like the first thing it says on the screen is watch to the end for the secret, or make sure you don't miss the ending, because people know that that's the way the algo works. So they put in big white text, like, or big black text with a white background behind it. You must see this ending, laugh face. And then they'll drag out to hit that 15-second mark, and they'll do something that's like, they engineer it. So if you have 15 seconds like this, right? Let's just like, whatever, a guy dancing or a woman dancing. They'll do like slow motion for the first few seconds, tons of text for you to read to stay interested in this block of like the next 7 seconds. They'll start to like get naked. They'll do like a camera slowdown here, and it's about to like drop, and then at like the 14-second mark, they'll go like naked mode, or like not naked, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm just saying that as a whatever blanket term. They'll do like their hook. They'll do like, oh, look at me change my outfit, bang, and then after that it doesn't matter, because that 15 seconds is accomplished. So there's like a very specific way you can engineer. I just don't care. I don't care. So there's like a very specific way you can engineer yourself into like automatically getting a video where you would put it up and you'd be like, oh, I could easily get 100K viewers. And then there's like a better way, and you could do like, oh, I could get 500K viewers if I did it like this, right? And then you mix the idea with having an interesting idea, but also this like engineering in towards the algorithm. Then it becomes like a very simple way to do things. Like, doing the thumbnails now has almost no effect. But that's okay, because it's important for my audience to know that I still care, and I want them to see very specific things. So it's not like, I don't know if it's going to help increase viewership. I think it can't hurt, but I don't think it's like, oh, he redid his thumbnails, let's get the views rolling in. Like, it's not like that. The push for the algorithm is already over. People are able to endure a lot. And yes, these podcasts are good to learn about a body, but I don't think the effects are as bad as they say. So I think it's not a researcher's job to concern themselves with how the effects of every individual will have from these like substances or whatever they're talking about. It's kind of up to every individual person to understand what the benefits of being healthy is, and then let them make their choice. Because people who are trying to shove it down your throat about like health and, you know, these topics, it's like, you guys are smart or not smart. You listen, you research, it's up to you to make a choice. Because like, a podcast isn't going to be able to tell you, oh, this is how you're supposed to sleep. Every person's different. It's up to them to understand it, educate themselves, and then, you know, take that information and move forward with it. It's not a researcher's job to change people's lives. It's a researcher's job to educate the public, right? FOT appeared on my recommendation. It's possible. It's possible that I do hit a metric stride because of the thumbnails. I think that would speak more to the quality of content and not like the metric push. Thanks, Salida. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, so like, if I wanted to make a big push on IG or TikTok, I could do a video where I'm like, let's move through this while we talk about this. Oil chart, dude. Oh, fuck, I love this oil chart, man. I'm gonna, this is my bae. Not in this trade, but this is my bae, because you know what, we've been talking about oil, the big oil crash, dude. It's starting. This is definitely my bae. Hold on. This is my bae. We will break up if bae crosses trend. Bae crosses said trend. Bae is no longer bae. yeah, like if I wanted to do a big like slam dunk metric push, I think what I would do is I would say like title would be something along millionaire trader shares secret or some kind of cringe crap like that. I would put something like, I wouldn't be so obvious with it. I wouldn't say watch to end to see secret. Like I wouldn't go obvious mode. I would do something like watch this video if you want to change your life in 60 seconds. Or watch this video if you want to get rich in 60 seconds. Watch the next 60 seconds. Like I'd find a really good way to put it. Watch the next 60 seconds to see how you can get rich trading or some shit like that. Like I'd find a really clever way to put it. Make people want to stay for the full 60. And then I would just like cookie trail them into needing to see the next step. Like I would just cookie trail them. I would say 3 steps. So I would immediately let them know, okay, I have to watch 1, 2, 3. So I would instantly drop like a cookie crumb trail for them. I'd be like, okay, you guys are like dumb little rats. Let me drop the cookies for you. So like by the first 5, 6 seconds, it would be like 3 steps. So they know they need to stay in for the long haul, right? So that's going to increase like length right there. And then I would be saying step 1. What would I don't know what I would do my 3 steps. It would be I would have to be like really smart to cookie crumb them, right? Like it would have to be really, how would you do step 1? Okay, so step 1 would be something along the lines of easy to achieve so that people aren't like, oh, I have to have this big road. Like I wouldn't talk about my courses until step 3. But I would be something that anybody could be like, oh shit, I could do that very easily. Oh, what's step 2? I'm already halfway there and I've never even traded. So it'd be something like, don't trade on a phone, get yourself, or no, maybe because I want mobile users too. I'd be like, now I wouldn't talk about downloading apps, no, because then it would come across as a sponsorship. Something along the lines of trade from these hours to these hours. Something really simple that people could follow. Like, oh, I could trade. Oh, I work between 9 and 10 in the morning. I could shift my schedule around a little bit. I could do that. Okay, what's step 2? And then they'd already be at the 15-second mark, so they'd be fucked. I'd already win. And then at that point, then at step 3, when it's close to the end of the video, I would put them on my courses because then it would metric push my other things. But it would spread the word. Like it can be engineered, right? Like it wouldn't be that hard, would it? Or yeah, step 1. There you go. Step 1. You need a chart to trade. That would be step 2. So like step 1 would be clear your morning schedule from this time to this time. Get good sleep, clear your morning schedule, get ready to trade for the day. Step 2, go to your charts and get ready to draw your levels. Or step 2, go to the charts and be ready to draw these levels. I would say these, like specifically these ones I'm about to show them. So they'd be like, oh fuck, I need to see those. What's those? Give me those. And then step 3, I'd be like, yep, you guys are going to have to go and take my courses. You're going to go through multi-hour grinds. And then they'd just be pissed off and they would leave. But they would already be like looped at that point because I'd already be algo pushing. So I don't care. Well, that's like scum tactics though, right? It's kind of scummy, isn't it? People don't want to see testimonials. They don't care about testimonials, dude. Everybody gives me testimony. Everybody says how like amazing of a trader I am. Look where that doesn't do anything. You need to hook people in through like stupidity. But like, I mean, there's a way you can engineer IG, and like, it's not hard to like engineer that kind of success. It's not hard to engineer it. You just have to understand how the algorithm works and then play to people's the parts of their brains that would allow them to stay, and then you just get big time metric pushes. Dude, look at Nebriva. This is going to be a good trade. Congrats to anybody who took Nebriva. I'm in Nebriva. Congrats to anybody who took this. It looks like Nebriva's trying to make a pretty good breakout here. This can't be an origin yet. It hasn't had enough time to be an origin. Let's not talk about scummy. Let's call it engaging. I'm creating engaging trading content. Nice, Liquid. Nice. Length of the videos throws people off. Yep, for sure it does. Imagine I never cut them down, because actually future trading is only 46 lessons. I would only make that kind of video if it actually stayed true to my ethos. Like somebody said in chat, step 1, remove indicators. That's the kind of video I would make. Who knows? Maybe I will. I love your BE thumbnails. So precise and clean. Yeah. The BE thumbnails are really good. They're changing though, so enjoy them while they're there. But I do leave any kind of like review videos or stuff like that, the original course content, because they're review. So though you'll see some thumbnails are still the original thumbnails. If it's like a review or a midpoint review, I leave it just to pay homage to the original thumbnails. Like how we're watching this one about soybean futures. Yeah, dude. Naked mode, yeah. Whatever their hook is, dude. Like, you know, naked mode, like whatever the hook is, whatever, like, oh, I'm about to show you my workout outfit, or I'm a guy, I'm flexed out, look at the shoulders I have from this. Like, whatever, like, there's different genres have different ways to hook people in. And that's part of the realization of engineering. Like, if you're doing bodybuilding for men content, immediately you want to have the content that like got to be jacked out, got to be shirtless from zero, because you got to be like, oh, he's good, want to watch him. Then you have to instantly do something interesting they've never seen before, right? So it's like a very different way to push it. It's like jacked out guy doing shoulder flies, and he's like, I bet you it's like the craziest new technique, or I bet you never seen your shoulders built like this before. And then he does like a lift, like a whatever, like a shoulder fly, and then he like twists it at the end and goes up, and it's like, okay, like that's fine. There's like all these like little variations you can do. Every trainer has them, but then they show that, and they show the person's face, how intense it is, and then they like do like Photoshop highlights, like big red shoulders, like some shit like that. But that's got to be like within the first 10 seconds, as opposed to like more sexualized content. It's all about dragging out that like payoff moment. It's like, oh, you're so beautiful, let me see the payoff, I'll stay for as long as I have to. Amaranth specials, right? Like, I love Amaranth. She's a great streamer, by the way. Very, very, very smart person, Amaranth. Insanely intelligent when it comes to marketing. I take a lot of cliff notes from Amaranth's marketing, by the way. Just to be fair, Amaranth, great streamer, great content creator. Regardless of what people's take on her is, she's genius when it comes to marketing. When I say Amaranth take, it's not in a bad way. She knows what she's doing. My point is more that I think really successful crypto vloggers that we all hate do very well because their videos are clickbaited. Yeah, and that's fine. The difference here is that people click on your videos because of max profits, for example, which is eye-catching, or actually getting proper legitimate content when they watch your views. Yeah, so that was definitely like one of my driving ideas behind it. Like, it had to stay true to what I believe in. Dude, looking at Briva, oh, let's go, dude. We're making printing on this one. Dude, fire up the money printers. Nabriva, if it keeps going, it could be a pretty big move. ONTX, we're still waiting for entry on ONTX. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I really wanted to make it, like I said, I wanted to make it true to my ethos of what I believe in with my science. But at the same time, it's not like I'm max profits and then I just click them into some dumb shit. Like, I'm actually, the thumbnails are derived from the idea that I want people to have in that video. So it helps them. Dude, can Patreon 1 just dump, please, man? Please. NKLA, it is boosting. I feel like NKLA is going to dump, though. Don't really think NKLA is moving up that much. Backtest trend loss. Yeah, well, I mean, okay. 23andMe. We did have our level here. We took it off because we lowered it. I think we had it like right here, 796. We had it right here, actually. So it's still holding that same level. But anyways, not taking that 23andMe trade. It hit the level, and that's nice. Really want to get into wildcard. Man, I think wildcard could be pretty crazy. But I mean, what do you do on wildcard? Do you just set such a ridiculously low entry that you hope it just plummets to the ground? Like, do you set something like 1650? Because that would be your next spot to buy this is 1650 or 1680 maybe. So do you go like this and just set an order here and try to catch some crazy knife? Like MJARF, what it did, because that's where it can go is 1680. Or do you just try to get in now and watch the cycle? Because you're either buying the cycle or you're buying the knife catch on this, and then it moves up in either scenario. WDI is a really interesting trade. This is one to watch for sure. WDI is going right to the top. You need an O face and a red beacon light as your thumbnail. I load those thumbnails. They're pretty bad, man. It's really helpful because I can imagine what will be answered in certain FOT videos. Exactly. That's exactly what I wanted to give people. This is what we're focusing on. If you get clickbaited into this, oh well, that's what we're focusing on. Like, I wanted very specific, like it's perfect, Vin. That's exactly what I was going for. Like, okay, this is what we're studying. I want that in your mind this entire video. Like, it gives like points of access to, like, from 0. This is what I want you to see, right? Instagram, TikTok to show a nipple. I wouldn't be looking at origins right now. Your prediction on the future of crypto is slowly coming true. SEC chief will be more active in policing crypto trading and lending platforms. Will create stronger regulations to help it more stable mainstream. Yep. This is about to happen, dude. I've been around these markets for a long time, man. I know stock markets really well, man. This is my world. So, you know, being an informer of, or I don't want to say an informant. That's not right. Being someone who's knowledgeable in the field and having an opinion that is, you know, I like to use my intelligence to make my assumptions. And I think it's just, in a way, very common sense what's happening with crypto, but not so many people see it. There's a lot of noise out there that's meant to fuel the fire. And then really when the dust settles, there's a reality. So being able to see that reality from before its inception is very helpful for sure. Any update on your idea how to take more levels on stream? Yeah, dude, just stream more hours. I'm going to be streaming more hours in the future. Right now, so we can talk about this while I look at charts. Right now, the idea is simple. I need to be streaming more hours so I can take trades. Like, okay, obviously I can't take the Bitcoin trade that we marked out yesterday. So we're waiting yesterday on stream for 37.5. Like, this is, I had 37.516 where I'm taking my next 100x. Like, this was very obvious, and I talked about this all day yesterday. So fine, good, good XC. This is not a trade I would have been in any scenario. It happened at 1 in the morning for me. Like, okay, fine, I stream more hours. It's not going to help me get into this trade. Like, this was my next trade. It's already gone. I'm not looking to take any shorts until I see what happens up in this range up here, up in like the 40,300 range. Maybe I'll take a short there, maybe not. I'm going to base it based on what I see in here. So, I mean, there is a point to this where you cannot take trades regardless. I've considered just getting, like, going crazy on scalp trades, like just starting to scalp everything, just fucking taking like 20, 30 trades a stream, but I need to be on for longer hours to do that. So right now I am desperately trying to and working my behind off, getting caught up on everything. Like, I'm translating languages every day. I'm making thumbnails. I've still got all of Blueprint to do. I've still got all of Butterfly Effect to do. I've got audio engineering to do. I've got companies I'm working with behind the scenes. So I'm right now, I'm making a huge push to catch up on everything that I've wanted to accomplish earlier in this year, because it's just like the list is growing and growing and growing and growing. When I'm caught up on that list, I'm going to be streaming, changing my stream schedule. I'm going to be starting at the same time, but I'm considering streaming like 5-6 hours a day, primarily gaming content. So like a 45-minute morning stream, get here at 7. Like, this is the ideal goal. Get here right at 7, 5-minute intro screen, right? 7:05. I'm chatting for 5 minutes. By 7:10, looking at charts, setting up trades, and then gaming for like 5 hours, while being able to go back and forth between gaming content and trading content. Because at that point, I'll actually have my trade set up for the day. I'll be able to do these things that I want to do in terms of looking at, oh, I want to take this trade. I'm looking at this stock today. I'm looking at that stock today. I can get into this trade. And when they fire, I'm actually here to take them. So that's the ideal goal. How soon that's going to happen, I'm not sure, but it will happen. It will happen. It's a goal I've had for a long time. And at that point, that'll be the moment when I turn primarily into streaming a lot of content, right? Not saying other things will go away. I'm just saying that will be the point where I'm caught up and I actually have the free time to stream every single day. And then I can take trades on stream. Like maybe I'm playing Apex, or maybe I'm playing Hearthstone or Warzone or Diablo 2, whatever I feel like playing, right? Like I like playing trending games, so it'll be trending games. Like Red Dead 2 is not trending, but I really want to play Red Dead 2, so I'll play Red Dead 2 sometimes. I'll play just different flex content for gaming. But I do gotta say, I do like trending games. Like it's just something that I like following, the kind of the meta of Twitch. I always have, because I've watched Twitch since it was Justin TV. So I've always found interest in watching, and my favorite streamers do too. So I always find interest in playing the same games as like Summit or XQC or, you know, Shroud, these different people that I follow. So, you know, I do like playing trending games. So it would be a lot of trending games. And then I can play games where I'm able to say like, oh, like, so I would never do a hardcore Diablo run. Like when I play D2, it's going to be softcore for the reason that I don't care if I die. Like you can't die in hardcore runs. Like I used to play hardcore. I won't be able to do like one-shot runs because I won't be able to take trades if I'm doing that. I'll be so focused on Diablo. But softcore, it's like, okay, tab over, die, don't care. And I can take a trade and I can like go back and forth between like D2 and trading, for example. So that's the ultimate goal. How soon that happens, I'm working every day to get there. I am in Nebriva right now, so that's a trade I'm in. Waiting to enter ONTX. We can go through the top of the list a bit here. Considering Clove in Nebriva, so we're up 15% on Nebriva roughly. Nah, maybe not 15, maybe like 12. Looking at ONTX, trying to enter ONTX. Interested in newbie. Definitely going to set an order for wildcard. TTRM, want to see how it reacts to some of these lower levels we have. Waiting for Patriot 1 to come down. I was going to re-enter NKLA, but I guess not. Looks like it's bouncing too hard. This is already pretty lit. It's already up 10%. Renova's dead. Money lost, Renova. It is what it is. 23andMe. You guys ask how to handle losses. So Renova was always here. Let's talk about Renova for a second. Renova was always a trade that I had warned people, and this was why you have to have this kind of predetermination set. This was a trade that when I was trading it from zero, I said Renova's purely a lottery ticket. I take 2 to 3 of these trades a year that I think are really interesting, and I'm okay with losing the money. I just put a smaller amount of money on it because if it moons, it moons. And it's okay to lose a small amount. So this is like taking a shot in poker. So any poker players out there will know what taking a shot means. You go into a higher stake, test it out to see if you can jump skip up to a level, and if it works out, all of a sudden you've upped your levels, right? And you're not trying to jump skip levels here. Rather, there's 2 or 3 trades a year I'll take on like extreme micro penny stocks or like, you know, penny stocks that I think look really interesting, and typically those stocks, they don't work out. But if you did this for 5 years in a row, even if you nail one of them, the profits are going to be so massive that it's not even, it's like the equivalent to having like minus 200 bad ones. So if you're only doing that over 10 trades, it's like your average is so high, it's not even funny. That was always a thing with Renova. It's like one of these, I take this trade like 1 or 2 of these trades a year, maybe 3, depends on what I see. So, you know, risk management, people are asking me like, oh, how do you handle losses? I think defining the parameters of what the trade is supposed to be before it starts really helps with that. If you know that it's just a risky trade and you're okay losing the money on it, it doesn't bother you when it goes down. If you're not okay losing that money on it because you're using money that's like supposed to be part of your primary trading account, you probably shouldn't be trading it. So defining what you're expecting out of a trade definitely helps subdue losses. At least the psychological effects of it and the feelings that you get, right? Voyager, I really wish I would have entered my level. It still could be in failure, so not a big deal yet, but you'd be free rolling a minimum of 10% right now. I was going to get into CEMI, but I got into it, I think I would have waited for it to come back down. I think I would have missed this trade anyways. By about 10 cents. Tail up is still getting crushed. Oof. Look at Talon, do what? 20% today. What the hell, man? Intelligence. Sorry, I always call it Telenet. TNXP looks like it's coming to a pretty critical level here. I think we'll be looking at, I don't know. TNXP looks like it's in failure still, actually. I don't know. Dude, this is too much. The VXX chart is too much, dude. Yeah, we were saying that like once this trend breaks, Keys is gonna rock. Like how much is it moved up 14? It's not that much, but like it's pretty straightforward trade on Keys there. Zomedia is starting to look decent actually. Like I might move this to purple. Zomedia is actually looking like it could be starting something decent? Question mark. I think we're gonna move this up to purple. We're gonna move it up to this. I want to keep a close eye on Zomedia from here out. Same with EVFM. EVFM we're gonna move to purple as well. These have had enough time to stabilize a bit. Zomedia and EFM. Yep. EVFM. We're gonna watch over in the coming days. So what is this trying to do? Trying to stabilize off its level. It's having failure. Okay, good. We'll watch EVFM. These, yeah, fine. Again. What about OGEN? These are like missed trades, but these missed trades are now turning into failures. Like this hitting its level pretty perfectly, right here. Hit its range pretty perfectly. These missed trades are you know, these, oh, we missed them because they're pumped. Actually, they're failing, so they're actually getting back down to a decent level again. I think FAMI looks really good too. I actually think FAMI looks insanely good. I think we can mark this one up as a purple as well. I think FAMI looks really good. I think all three of these have failed their moves and now are turning into potentially like huge trades. Okay, I'll be right back. Watch and break. You guys do chair stream, ask chair questions. Guys have a good share stream. Burned out trader back from the dead. Time to take my daily vitamins. That's what I'm doing. What do I have here? Vitamin D, glucosamine, CLAs. Just one CLA. I don't like doing too much fish oil in my body. I know it's really good for you, but I just do one in the morning, one at late afternoon. Glucosamine, glutamine, D's, multi, CLA, C's. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I think I'm missing one. I think I'm missing one. No, I'm not missing one. I'm catching up on chat. The authenticity of your videos is what attracted me to your science. So good on you for that. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty authentic, pretty transparent person. I don't really have anything to hide, and wouldn't really hide anything anyway. I think that's pretty stupid when people hide things. It just founders more problems. Like I have family members who do that, and they, they shroud their lives and umbrella their lives in secrets. Like most people do that, right? But I don't think it's very healthy. I live in a pretty, I have a pretty open mind to things. You know, some people who trade without any charts and call themselves traders. Well, technically they are, I suppose. Step 1, activate magnet tool. Step 2, right click, remove indicators. This is true. This is like a good step 1, step 2. Actually, you guys have it right. Magnet tool and remove indicators. One of the things I like about you most is you always have integrity. You also do what you want and not what other people say. Good on you, man. I respect you for that. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't sacrifice my. I have my way of doing things, and I think that's what people respect, right? Like people, they want to know what I think, and they want to know my like people respect me for my mind, right? I don't have to sell myself. People respect me for my mind, and if it means that I don't become some big famous person, like I don't care. I don't really have. I have definitely want to become bigger on social medias because I want to be more of an authority in this field. I want to be able to create these sciences for my audiences, but not always do it purely from the research standpoint, because I do like entertaining and I do like being on camera talking to people and I do like helping. And so like I enjoy, like the problem with research is that you have researchers get forgotten, right? Like they're not always forgotten, but it's kind of like, oh, Jeff Bezos just invented the next whatever medical breakthrough or space breakthrough or whatever because he has money to hire the scientists. Really, it's the scientists and the researchers doing all the work. He's just got the money to pay them. Like I don't want to be that far into research that, I'm forgotten. And so some people will remember my name. Oh yes, Cotton the Great. You discovered this and he showed the world that, and that's fine. But I also want to be able to be an authority for the community going forward. I want to be able to say like, no, like I don't want to just be a researcher and have someone else's voice being the one telling people like, no, you can't do that, man. You can't use indicators. You can't do that. What are you doing? You're a scumbag. I want to be the person saying that because I understand my work better than anybody else ever will, because I created it, right? The word you used to describe me is disruptive. I would get on board with that. Let's keep going through this list. I do want to set up some stock trades. I do like entertaining, and I do like being here. I'm a pretty whimsical person. It's my Irish nature. Raised on tarot cards and tchotchkes, right? Like it's part of my whimsical nature. I do like that side of life. I don't take things too serious, and I think part of my teachings, like my science is great. Like nobody will ever doubt how my science will change the world. It's insane how good my science is and what it's actually doing to these day trading markets. And It's a small ripple right now, but wait until it's the true butterfly effect, right? A small ripple in time that has just little tiny impacts, little fragments of things that changes, and those fragments are rippling out like a tidal within an ocean. You can drop a marble in the middle of an ocean. You can't really do this, but the idea is the same. Drop a marble in the middle of the ocean. It's just this tiny little blip, but then eventually it just continues to grow and vastens and increases until you've got tidal waves and tsunamis crashing on shores and destroying the world, right? Like that's the way it is. Man, I really like Ride. I'm really starting to like where, you know, the level that Ride's getting down to, but we're gonna see. We're gonna wait. But that's like, it is truly like a butterfly effect, right? Small ripples in time that will have vast. Rolls Royce actually recovered a little bit. Wow, that will have vast implications in the future. And so I think I could take two approaches to my work. I could release it as a scientist, and I could have just keep my courses paid, be the founder, be the person who has created this work and kind of freeing the world, or I could lead by example and show people that, you know, I can be an authority in this industry, and I can, yeah. So like AMC is very clearly trying to hold this. Like this is not a secret. Like this is it's laddering off this to create its final trend. Like this is not a, there's no secrets here on AMC. Like this is easy as bones. Like, so to lose this trend, it's going to try to hold this one, and you know, eventually it'll just have a breakdown off of this level. So it's just trying to hold its final level right now before it goes through maybe a bigger pullback to like 25 and moves up. We're gonna see. You'd be at like 20, 24, high 24s, low 25s kind of thing. No real secrets here on AMC, by the way. Very straightforward. So yeah, I mean, people respect me for my mind. People respect that I'm intelligent, and that's what allowed me to create these sciences and this work. And that's kind of like the route I want to take going forward. Right? That's why I've always been gearing my content towards more free for everybody. DME is losing its move, having one of its like last tests before it, you know, yoinks down to a crazy level ladder point somewhere, and that's GME is gonna get crushed. But yeah, people respect me for my opinion, my way of life, and how I think, and the way my mind works is what people want, right? Like that's what they tune in for, to see how my mind works. I was saying like 6 days of straight green on AMD. Yeah, I mean it's pushing the top of its range, right? Like yeah. Benefit to me figuring out this science is it's allowed me to live a very different life. It's allowed me to live outside of the constraints of society, outside of the constraints of politics, outside of the constraints of what people would normally care about in the world. And that's a pretty powerful thing. And I do believe that's an important part of our future going forward, is living outside of the constraints that's put on us. Regionally, throughout the world, you have different regions that have these different constraints, right? Politically, socially acceptably, like I think our world is vastly changing very quick, and people aren't really seeing how fast our world is changing and the implications of that change in the world, right? Like I don't think people really realize yet how deep the implications of COVID and technology combined together, biological threats to our world, and the birthing of technologies and the segregation that's happening across the world. I don't think people have seen how profoundly affected this will change the world. My personal take on it. And if it's not this, it's just going to be something else. Down contracts are getting destroyed. What is happening to down contracts? What? Like I get it, Bitcoin had to move up, but like, dude, they are ripsawing through the charts, man. This is not. I think there's a lot of value in that, and I think that I can show people that. Dude, these are getting like yoinked out of their minds. Look at this, man. What the? Dude, this is nuts. I'm gonna start loading up some down contracts soon again. I mean, it doesn't really surprise me because of how much Bitcoin's range is crushed out. I don't even know what this is. Oh yeah, this is just some old news bears. Doesn't really, it's not like a shocking thing like, oh my god, look at Bitcoin, it's getting ripped. It's kind of like, yeah, well, big BTC down, I should say. What is this? MVST? What is this? Microvast? Ah, this thing's, I wouldn't touch this. Hey Starlight, 1500 bits, man. Thank you so much for the 15 bucks, dude. Much appreciated, man. Thank you so much, dude. I don't know why that notification didn't come up. Let's just replay it again. There it is, top of the screen. I think I missed it. Dude, thank you so much, man. That's crazy. Crazy amount of bits, man. That's $15, dude. Thank you so much, man. Go back to Bitcoin chart. Yeah, I think living outside the bounds of what is given to us societally is a big part of what I can give the world in the future. I think it's a huge value. Part 2, day in the life. They get a lot of views. That video got a lot of views. I think it's reaching 1 million views soon, that video. Oh, the butterfly effect videos. I get a lot of people messaging me. They're like, I never post them on YouTube because they're just stupid low take comments. I keep the negativity off YouTube. I get a lot of people who are like, how can this be butterfly effect when that's a dragonfly? Lol, scam, fake, guru. It's like, you're so fucking dumb. It's like such a cringe take. And it's serious because it's like the way they put a lot of effort sometimes into these. They'll be like, this got recommended to me in my feed. You know how I can tell you're a fake? Because you're using a dragonfly in a butterfly thumbnail. What kind of idiot uses a dragonfly and can't tell the difference? Lol, I love gurus like you that funnel me into a course. You're so fucking dumb, dude. They put so much effort. It makes me laugh every time, but it's just like, dude, some people's brains, oh, you swear to God, man, it's just like, what the fuck are you on about, dude? It's so entertaining, dude. To read some of these comments, I like it. It's so entertaining. Fractal's around, man. I think Fractal's taking a break from trading, if I remember correctly. Auto unfollow when they talk about buying psychology. Yeah, it's just like, can you open your OnlyFans content? Sure, dude. Sure, I'll get right on that. Naked jokes. Oh, you guys see this indicator? Let's take a look. Then I'll go to a close-up pants shot. Too many. I can't even make jokes about this. Too many long and short jokes, and it's just OnlyFans 101, dude. Dude, do that. That's exactly how their voice would be too. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. I have a lot of comments too where people say, whoa, 30 minutes? Dude, I can learn to trade in 10 minutes on this channel. Ball. Okay. Luck. Sometimes I reply, I'm like, you're probably right. You should check that one out instead. Just hoping they just like do that and lose money. Not really, but you know, in my head. Trading is 80% mental and only 20% technical. For sure, dude. 20k BTC out of sight? Nope. I don't think so. $10k to 1 million live trading? Yeah. I don't know why people think Bitcoin's going to $1 million, man. I have no idea. The demand for creators to employ the entertainment techniques without consideration to what the creator is actually creating. I would agree with that. I would heavily agree with that, Liquid. That's a really high angle take because you know what? It's absolutely true. People expect to be pandered to. They have this mentality going in where they think it has to fit their criteria, not realizing what they're actually watching. This is very true. Is this no longer on stocks? Not necessarily. I think my stock trades end up being longer positions by default, but not necessarily. Matic is going to be the same as Bitcoin. Like Matic USDT is the same. It's going to be the same. It's like literally 1-to-1 the same chart as Bitcoin. If you were to put both these on the screen, it's going to be the exact same chart. It's literally the exact same chart, dude. This is Matic. This is Bitcoin. There's not a single difference. Like almost every single candle, you would be like, oh, this is literally the same chart. You'd be right. There's nothing to chart, dude. Just go chart Bitcoin if you want to know about Matic. There is like zero beyond zero difference there. My calculations analyzing the hash rate change plus major uptrend. Bitcoin's heading to 370k. Yeah. I'll never sleep again if you stream like that. Maybe I'll get a new fan base. Red Dead 2, yes. You recently found out that it's very hard convincing your family that investing in something for fundamental reasons doesn't make any sense. They don't believe me. What's the best line to convince them? The best one single line is your bank slip with your payroll, your bank balance. There you go. Your bank balance is the best way to stream them. I don't watch Doc stream on YouTube. I used to watch it on Twitch a lot, and I think Doc is an amazing streamer, and I watch his IG content. But I don't think I would watch any live streams on YouTube just because of the platform. I think Doc is like one of the best streamers in the world. So it has nothing to do with the doctor. I just don't want to watch YouTube streams. I don't like the way the platform is. If I was to ever watch a YouTube stream, it would specifically be for the Doc though, because the Doc is a like top tier entertainer. I love the Doc, dude. I watched the Doc since he was like just first doing it. Like I've been watching the Doc for years and years and years since he was first doing his skits, like back OG Doc when he had maybe like 3,000 viewers. I love the Doc. I don't watch streams on YouTube. I have Twitch. It has my list of people and that's it. Made a fat stack of cash and said, "You believe me now?" with sunglasses on. Yeah. Renova's chart was made by OCD traders, probably. My perfect callouts are on point. My mom's all savings are in long from 64.6. I know how to do fundamentals. They're scared to know the truth. The truth takes intelligence. It's like the news and the media. You know how many lies there's in the news and media? So many people will never realize that, you know, media and it's a business like everything else. So there's a lot of false reportings in media. But I think this is general knowledge. But I think the depth of how untrue the news can be at times is alarming. Yeah, Dan, as soon as they start with that, I'm just like I have no interest, dude. It takes too long to educate them. They don't want to know anyways. They just want to have that arguing point. Like I just put up a video on IG today. Don't be that guy at the party. Or don't be that guy, it's called. It's literally how I feel when I'm trying to explain things to people. And they're like, oh, but fundamentals. But don't you think company value is this? Dude, just give me the gun, please. Like, I don't want to be here. It's like, it's so... Not that kind of gun. It's like a cigarette lighter. Like, just give me the gun so I can go smoke. Like, it's an old joke. It's like you have a cigarette and they're like, oh, just pass me the gun. You have your cigarette and you're like, or your cigar and you're just passing me the gun because you just want to smoke instead because you're so stressed out. It's not that kind of gun joke. It's like a cigarette joke. DEI? No. I think a lot of people want to be right too. Like a lot of people want to invest in something and be right. Oh no, of course it's going up. Kind of a way to justify their own decision. Why aren't you rich now? It's their loss, like really. Romanian translations? No, I only have the ones I'm doing right now. I'm not adding any more at the moment. Pseudotiv. 14 straight winning days, dude. That's amazing. This has always been my problem too, Dan. You said there's so much trash content out there that's nearly impossible to leave there's proper content out from one person. So this is like a part of my thing is like I want to just give people the truth and the industry will clean itself. It's not because of the Herman Miller. Absolutely, man. Quality of the stare down. You guys are ridiculous. Trying to get through this. I've got a lot of comments to catch up on. Mike muted. Mike was not muted. I'm skipping a lot of stuff right now. 486 altcoins. Nice, dude. Yeah, you can already see what MAs are going to show you. That's why I put such a diminished outlook on moving averages. Like they're really good for someone who's just starting out to be like, oh, okay, this is what I could use for scanning. But then over time, they really do become useless. Like people are always going back to me and saying, oh, what about moving averages for scanning? I was like, it's fine to learn, but then that's it, right? Pikachu effect, yeah. Ricardo PTSD? Oh, dude. Will alts ever move without BTC? There could be a day. Stock is OG for sure. Dude, I'm just trying to catch up on chat. This is so much chat. You guys are really talking. It's great. Lower viewership, higher engagement. Isn't that something? Trying to educate people is hard. It is hard, Theo. It is so hard, man. It is so hard to take the high road. It's so easy. I think this is something people will never understand about my world. Because the depth of how hard what I do is can never really be understood. But imagine being the person who's trying to teach the world. Like you say, okay, it's so hard. I know a friend who called me a week ago or something, asked me about FFIE. It was at $14 at the time. I told him I'd get it in around $10.30. Anyways, it hit $10.30 perfectly. Then it moved 20%. Asked him, and he told me he bought at 14 because he knew about the company and blah blah blah. I swear, trying to educate people is hard. This is something people will never know though. This is like the path of most resistance is what I take, trying to educate people, right? Trying to find my way through those weeds is like impossibly tough. But I still do it. GME Reddit's still dead. Yeah, GME Reddit is so quiet now. Chair sold you out. Jesus Christ, dude. Fucking chair, man. Yeah, my Binance is working right now. From what I know, I can check. Yeah, mine's working perfectly fine. I tried to load up the Binance desktop app in hopes that it would be good again. It still sucks, dude. Binance desktop app is trash. I'm sure it's great for normal users, but as a streamer, it doesn't work at all with any kind of program capturing. So they've got like really bad coding on it, I think. I mean, after seeing their logo, it doesn't surprise me, dude. After seeing that logo, oh, dude, yeah, they have bad coding. Oh, surprise, surprise. Like, doesn't surprise me at all. We're up to $85 at market open. A second lag in DAX statement from the previous session of you being a better teacher than all my university and school teachers. I think I have a natural gift to teach. I just try to do my best job, and trade missed on one. Finance totally like, yeah, I get that all the time. On phone, the logo looks different, better aligned. So more coding issues. Now it's web coding. Got it. Great company. It ripped up. What, 1 USDT? Kind of looks the same. Yeah, Binance has a lot of issues. Binance definitely has a lot of issues with TradingView integration. Yeah, they have a lot of issues. Doing one game of Hearthstone, and then it's time to get off. School being useless? I guess it depends what you mean by school being useless. What school are you talking about? Grade school, high school, university? What do you mean by school? Oh, Robinhood ripped up. Ah. What's the Robinhood ticker? I'll take a look. You can Google it, but yeah, I think it's weird that they. Yeah, I agree on the templates. I think that's super weird. I just think universities are archaic and haven't evolved yet. They're teaching useless fields and aren't going to be used in the future. Fulgen's good. I like Fulgen. Thoughts on BTC? No thoughts. I'm kind of taking a little bit of a break from thoughts. Like I gave my target yesterday, hit perfectly. There's no update to it. If you're in the trade, you should still be in it. No thoughts on it yet. I think that schools teach outdated things, and I think a lot of schools don't teach them well. That would be my opinion. Outdated and non-optimized teachings. Update curriculums, optimize the way people's minds work as we understand the human brain more as time goes on, and then maybe it'll be worth its value. But wow, what a start this is. Look at this start. Jesus. You've legit picked up on this game. Nice, dude. Trading view, brokers, trading view offers? I wouldn't, dude. I would just go through my bank. Yeah, I agree with that statement. School teaches you how to be good in the system. Yeah, it shows you how to blend. You want to give him the scout here. He's going to stay on tier 1. Hopefully you give him the scout. 2 beasts, so he's probably got 2 of these. Or he's got the token and something else. Could have 2 of these. If he has 2 of these, it means we tie. Hopefully he takes the scout and not the tide hunter. He might not get anything. Might be a complete rip for him. He has to roll a 50-50. Nope. Complete rip. That's so crappy, dude. Yeah, complete rip. That's like Rafam will be like behind curve now all game. Complete rip because he took stupid units. Is what it is, man. Don't take dumb bad units. So, okay, how do you... There's a way to do this. But we don't have any Murlocs. So you go like this one to this, right? You have a +1/+1. And then you take that guy. You go here, take this, and go double gem here. Yes. Then you can swap this to this after, and it still has the same stats almost. And then this guy is bussin', as they say, bussin'. Oh man, these guys are getting rolled on. I don't think you take any of these. Like, you could swap this, or you could just here and roll. I think you just level and roll. You're so strong right now, and you've got Murlocs. You need a lot of 3-drop Murlocs here to make you really strong. You level, roll. It's unfortunate. Like, this is pretty decent, actually. I think we pause for this. You swap here. Pause for this. And then swap that for the 2 HP on this. Or do you just swap once here? You could swap here. Not bad as well. I am going to pause for this, though. I just don't know how to do this. You swap this for this. I think that's the play. We have to use something. I don't know how to figure this out. I don't know what the right queue is. I think it is supposed to be for this, because then it becomes a 5-5 here, and then you can swap those two, make this a 5-5. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on the I haven't used this hero enough to really know the intricacies on how this one works. Oh, dude, any other hit and we would have tied. This guy rolled me on that. No, dude. 1 and 3 to tie. Hey, Mom, what's up? Like, you're always taking. This is really strong at this point in the game. Okay, so now you're swapping this to this. Because this is like a complete blank rollout. He should still be pretty good, yeah. And then you can swap these two, I believe, after. No, that's good. You just see what you get next turn. That's good. Be strong board. Because this gets that stat, and this still gets more stats off this. So basically, when you have other Murlocs get +2 attack, you're taking a free +2 attack from this. Because they still get the +2 attack. Like, if I didn't have this, this would be a 3/5. But I swapped this with this one, it boosts both their stats. Because it's giving them the 2 damage. So if I just constantly swap these two all game, all it'll do is up both of their damage by 2 each turn. It'll just swap the health, but they each gain 2 damage. So this would be 7/5, this would be 6/3, but reversed. And so forth and so forth. Hopefully this goes into one of those. Not that one. It's actually a bad trade. He kind of high rolled me, but it's okay. 11 cotton gives vague targets. I've said it a few times, but that's great for learning. Check your accuracy. Yep, I do like doing that. I think you just level here. I think you're strong enough to just level. It's crazy, but we're strong enough to push. So this is huge, right? This is huge. This goes here to here. Like you swap the Murloc Scout for that. That's crazy good. Swap this for this. We would take the bird if we had like a triple here, but it's not worth freezing for one bird. I don't think the war leader is worth it here. You're really trying to triple this to see if you can make a build. We're pretty strong. Like our hero power is carrying us really well this game because we've got this Murloc opener. So we're pretty strong in units. Maybe we freeze for the war leader. Like I don't think so, right? What's in this game? Quill boars. So there's some okay quill boars on 4. The one that we swapped was a good one. There's better Murlocs. Demons, yeah, there's some decent demons. Beasts, dragons. Beasts or whatever, dragons or whatever. There's a really good beast. Yeah, no, you don't freeze for this. You're trying to get the cleave. You're trying to get the demon that buffs itself. You're trying to get the cleave. You're trying to get the poison Murlocs. You're trying to get. Oh, dude, that's the only one it couldn't hit. That's rough. Hopefully you bust the shield here. I don't want to take too much damage. Nice. And then he has to go there. The only thing that's not out of range. So this has to hit one of these 3, and then that trades there. Good, perfect. Okay, we don't take too much. So this is good. I'm tier 4, he's tier 3. It's good. It's actually really good. Carry on a GTA. I really want to, actually. I'm going to do GTA again. Okay, so now I think you take the 2 dragons. No, you can't. This is decent, but it's not good enough. Roll again. Here, this is huge. This is all good. Actually, we're going to stay here and take all of these. Toxfin, War Leader. I guess you take the triple, right? It's just what's the correct procedure here? This to this now? This to this? This one to this one? Because then this one's going to be super statted on HP, which is fine. Hoping for a Bran here. Faceless is fine. I would have liked to take this, but not now. I will look to faceless something. Like maybe triple the Primal Fin if I can, but you kind of don't want to. Nothing really worth it here. This is good. We got a really big war leader. This would have been nice if we found the Bran. Poison Murlocs. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I really want to get a Bran first before I commit to that. Oh, good. Thank God that didn't go there. Now I can actually tie if I go here. Good. Nice time. I can high angle everyone here. 1.95. Nice, dude. The poison is really good here. Poison is huge. You just do this on level, right? Like, what's the Q here? I guess you do this into this, right? And you keep the poison. You do this into this. And poison this one. And keep this. guess this one has the most HP. 14-13 is fine for now. Murlocs? You can open with poison. No, you need the stats. I'm not that strong. This guy's gonna have a ton of damage. Potentially, he has a big cleave. We're looking to get a big cleave for ourselves so that we can swap this onto the cleave, or at least this onto the cleave. We would probably swap the War Leader cleave. Take that War Leader cleave swap. Triple this. What are we looking for on 6? The Quillbore would be nice. Obviously, Murlocs, Demons, nothing. Beasts, okay. You could go Dragons, but I feel like Dragons with this hero is not that great. Oof, this guy is strong, dude. Hopefully this runs here and not here. Oh, that was the worst. That's the second worst hit. This is the first worst hit. That's the second worst hit. Oh, dude. I need to snipe these. This guy, like, RNG'd the hell out of me. Oh, dude. Take this. Digging for a Bran. Another faceless is this is insane because you can faceless the Bran. But this is actually insane if you find a Bran. So what's the correct swap here? Because you're buying this and this. You're getting rid of this. I think you roll once more. You can put 6 HP on this. It's not bad. Or you could go 7. I mean, I guess you just go 7 HP, right? Because there's no guarantee that you're going to get the right roll next turn. Like you could... Okay, you know what? We're going to do this. You don't want to keep the poison. Actually, you're selling the poison. That's what you're selling to do this. Actually, are you? Let's keep the poison. Go like this. Buy this on one of these. Bran. This is not great, but it is what it is. We need that. Oh, it's not good, but it is what it is. We really need a Bran here. We need to find a Bran. Like, buying 2 faceless kind of all in, but I mean, I might be out of the game here. Yeah, probably out of the game. I need to snipe this now. That's good. That's a good hit. This to here. This needs to go here. Shit. Out of the... No, not out of the game. Close. Yeah, probably a pretty big chance to lethal me there. Get rid of spawn. Yeah, the spawn's not doing anything there. Double faceless is great if you can find something for it. We need a Bran, like, now. So do you swap this with that? 8 HP is a lot. I guess so, right? I really want to swap into a cleave, but we're fully committed Murlocs now. Oops. Not bad. Actually, really good. So you sell this. For Gurgle, that. Yeah, okay. You take the Cold Light. Dude. This is kind of crappy because, like, we don't have what we need here. You go here. Shit, you can't. You have to play this first. That's for later. You buy this and sell it. Then you just play this on this turn raw. I mean, it's great, but we don't have a Bran. You take the makes now. We have so many Murlocs and no Bran. We would get auto first place if we had a Bran in this game. There's like automatic first place. We need to hit this. That's such a shitty hit. That's a great hit. This needs to go to one of these two. That's okay too. That's great. Yeah, we win now. We're good. we have a lot of HP, but we need a brand. Like, we need a brand, dude. Triple faceless brand. Okay, I'm buying this and that's it. And I'm just rolling for a brand now. If we don't find a brand, we're going to lose this game. I don't care about this anymore. We're too heavily committed. We need to find a brand. You could go triple selfless. It's not bad, but you have to sell 2 units of that. It's not worth it. Not for a selfless. Fuck, this is brutal. You go triple Light Fang and transition. You're just so heavily committed into Murlocs. Actually, I'm gonna do that. You're gonna go here. Fuck, I can't. I feel like I should, dude. Triple Light Fang swap. Yeah, you have to. You have to. That, like, I don't have a choice. I can't wait for a brand all my life here. Fuck it. Dude, fuck it. And we just gotta start selling Murlocs. Come on, dude. Oh, fuck, one more card. This one. Charlie. Freeze for that for next turn. Only thing you can do. It's like literally the only thing that I could possibly do here. Maybe getting the cleave instead of the triple Light Fang would have been smarter. Actually, I think that was smarter. I fucked up. I'm playing this guy again, dude. He's really strong. Oh, that's a good hit. Oh no, dude. I'm out of the game. That lost me the roll. I think I fucked up. I think I was supposed to buy the cleave there. That's my own fault for losing. I was supposed to buy the cleave and get rid of this. If I had the cleave instead, I would have won. I was supposed to buy the cleave and get rid of that. It's my own fault. I should have just kept the 2 because there's no extra stats and you can get rid of the beast. Damn, dude. Oh, I screwed up. Really, the big blunder there was not finding a brand for 4 turns. Not a single brand on board just like destroyed my chances at winning that game. The Light Fang was a last resort, but I fucked up because I shouldn't have bought the Light Fang. I should have bought the beast for the cleave because that cleave would have kept me in the game if it hit the right target. Having the triple Light Fang just gives me the Charlie. That doesn't make enough of a difference there. You need the cleave. You need the damage. It's my own fault. Lost deserved. Okay, everyone. Good day today. I'm off to get some work done, get caught up on everything. Hopefully you guys make some good trades. Otherwise, was it Wednesday today already? Yeah, Wednesday. Oh, crazy session coming tonight. The butterfly effect here. So yeah, crazy session tonight for the butterfly effect here. See you guys there at 7 p.m. PST, and otherwise see everybody on stream tomorrow. Cheers.